good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever may be appropriate for you. Welcome to our regular Saturday live stream. If you are here, do me two quick favors. One, hit like, of course, and two, say hello in the comments so that I know that you're here. I am working on my usual moss stitch blanket that I work on during our live streams. And in my cup, I have Diet Coke because I need the energy. So, who's here this morning? I noticed that we had one person pop in and pop out. Looks like I might be the only one here, but I'm kind of used to my own company. I hope that you'll join me, of course. And forgive me for not talking at the moment. Oh, hey, Miss Flo. Hey, Jessica and Samantha and Kimberly. Good morning, everyone. Jessica has popped in to say good morning. And once we are done here, this is where we are headed, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys for being here today. Hello, Samantha. And good morning, Kimberly. Apparently, something else is open. I don't know what it is, though, but I hear an echo. So, good morning, everyone. What are we sipping on? What are we whipping on? What's happening in your world today? Kimberly says it's a great morning to see my smiling face. I'm smiling because you guys are here. As some of you already know, live gives me a bit of anxiety. I always expect that nobody's going to be here. But then I'm always pleasantly surprised when you guys show up. Sugar Diamond, good morning. What you sipping on? What you whipping on? Excuse my sinuses. It is raining here in St. Louis. She has coffee in her cup and she is working on fingerless gloves. That is our Jessica. Hello, Jessica. Ah, I had coffee earlier, but we are past the coffee and we are on to the Diet Coke. And Kimberly just finished coffee and get ready to finish some Christmas shopping. Ooh. Anything fun that you're planning as a gift for yourself? Please do share in the comments because I'd love to know. Excuse me for a second. But I am plugging up things behind the scenes. And Sugar Diamond has coffee and has a cardigan going on and has her Pepsi. Now, that was a conversation that I had just the other day with my aunt because you're either Team Coke or Team Pepsi. I'm Team Coke. It's just my choice. But other people like other things. Good morning, BB. I'm glad that you made it with us today. And Kimberly says that she gives herself all year round. Ooh, smart lady. And Miss Glow has coffee and water and about to put beads on those water bottle cozies that she just finished. I cannot wait to get over to your live and see those because that pink that you were working with the other day was glorious. No pun intended. So, oh, excuse me. I need the wake up. And BB is saying hi to everybody, which makes me so happy. And I am noticing the same thing I saw in another live. Apparently, there has been some kind of update to StreamYard, and now all of our icons are bigger and the words are bigger, which for somebody who wears glasses, that's not a bad thing. And Sugar Diamond has her pink eyes. I love that. I love it. So we literally have one full week left before Christmas. And does anybody have any activities that they do that is a part of their holiday routine or something that's just very special to them and their family that they'd like to talk about today? I'd love to hear. My family is very boring. My son traditionally used to run the Christmas, we have in our community, there is a race, not really a race. It's just a fun run that they do on Christmas Day. Part of the tradition. Hey, Granny D. Howdy do, howdy do. And what are you sipping on and what are you whipping on? I know you were popping around the YouTube streets this morning. You were so generous with your time, and I'm appreciative of the moments that I get out of your day. Thank you. Jessica is saying hi to all in the chat. And like I said, this is a run that he did forever and ever. He is not doing it this year to my knowledge, unless he changes his mind. I haven't been told. Yesterday, of course, was his birthday. And this is a person who does not care for celebrating his birthday. So it was a very quiet and subdued day. But I had to work, so he didn't seem to be too upset about that. And Granny D has, wait a minute, did I miss it? No, there it is. She's not whipping yet. That's not a bad thing. Hey, Ricky. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Bon Bon. Good morning, Michelle. Hooray, hooray. She finally caught my live. Thank you, precious. Thank you so much. And of course, BB is speaking. Granny D says needs to get back on the chicken. Well, you and the amigurumi thing have at. I personally love the squirrel. That is one of my favorites. Grape Nuts is my guy. And then BB is speaking, as is Granny D. And Jessica says good morning to Granny. So beyond that, previously, like I said, he would do that run. And while we were gone, my daughter would literally put up the Christmas tree. We would exchange gifts. And as soon as we were done, she would take it right back down. Because the fact is, I can't touch the tree. We have an understanding that I don't come in contact with it, and it's not a big deal. So it's not something we do anymore, because why put a tree up for literally 15, maybe 20 minutes? That's a lot of work for nothing. And my son doesn't miss it. My daughter doesn't care. And I don't care about something that I can't touch. I'm not interested in seeing something go up that has to come right back down. I'm more excited about the time I get to spend with my family. Good morning, Amber. Welcome back stateside. I think you're home now. And I am so excited to see more pictures of your excursion away and your time with your family. I really enjoyed. I have to say, I did enjoy your videos regarding the box from Russ. She was surprised to see me because she's only been up an hour. Doesn't feel like 10. I'm sure it doesn't. I would be grumpy. I would not want to be home. I know you probably thought about, can we just leave everything where we live and move here? Because the pictures that I did see that you posted were simply stunning. And everyone is saying hi. Granny D is saying Yoda glow. And those of you that don't know about Miss Glow, you need to know about her. She is a riot. She does a live every morning at 8 a.m. Central. I think I have that right. Miss Glow, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong on the time. But yeah, she goes 8 a.m. Central, and then I think it's 12:30 for lunch. And BB said her trees goes up the week before Thanksgiving. The kids love helping to decorate it and put the lights on the windows. I bet it's beautiful. I bet it's beautiful. It's just non-traditional with us to not do it. We're weird like that. I admit it. And Ricky is saying hi to everyone. But I'm laughing in my head because Miss Glow's brothers are a riot. And she's saying that I am right on the times. I try to make sure I'm right. One thing I love about her is she's really good about making sure that she posts a notice in advance to remind those of us who are intending to be there. So that helps me because My mornings are crazy, as most of you know. And BB says, yeah, Miss Glow cracks her up too. Oh my goodness. Believe me, when you've got screaming kids around, you are grateful for something that makes you laugh and smile in the morning. And I am truly grateful for her. And now that Amber is home, I can expect some pop-up lives from her. I shared with her that I dearly miss her being here and doing that. So, and I have to share with all of you that I really got some positive feedback from you guys about my video regarding the channels that I love, my friends in my heads. Hey, Jeremy, good morning. What are we sipping on? What are we whipping on? Share with everyone, please. So, as I said, there are, and I knew there would be some names that you guys may not have heard of. That's why I wanted to make sure I made that video. Not to, you know, to say, hey, you have to watch these people, but just to say these are some of the people that I enjoy that are kind of off the beaten path, but at the same time, extremely interesting channels. BB is saying good morning. Ricky says haven't decorated for Christmas yet since we're still renovating. Okay, well, if you decide that you're going to definitely decorate, please share with us all what those pictures look like. I'd love to see. I find, and I know this is considered a hot take, I detest Christmas music, but I love all the decorations. I really do. I'm just not, I don't enjoy Christmas music. In fact, it starts usually the day after Thanksgiving. And it's one of the reasons that I pay for radio. So whenever I'm forced to be in my car, I don't have to listen to it. And I missed something Jeremy said. Oh, Jeremy is giving his coffee list of the day, which is caramel mocha with Italian sweet cream creamer. That sounds so good. I'm just not, I'm weird. I don't care for the chocolate flavor in my coffee. Coffee needs to taste like coffee for the most part, unless it has caramel. That's just me. Jessica says she'll have to watch the replay video. Love meeting new friends. Okay, Jessica. That is just fine. Team Replay gets a lot of love here with me. So I look forward to seeing your comments further down the line. And no Christmas curtains. Didn't know that was a thing in Sweden until Amanda talked about it. See, I didn't know about that either. That's news to me as well. But I'd like to hear more about it. BB loves Christmas music. They listen to English and Spanish Christmas music. See, it never was my thing. I'm notorious for rewriting those songs in my head, and believe you me, those are not words we share out loud in public. Yeah, Christmas music isn't my favorite either. Just a couple of songs for the year, and then I'm good. Yes, Kimberly, this is why we love each other so much. No, Ricky, we don't. It's not something we do. Jeremy says, finishing up a project for today for a commission. Okay. Make the money. I love that for you. I love it. BB, apparently it is. I've been hearing a little bit about that. We don't have Christmas curtains. No. We do have garland that some people hang around. Hey, good morning, Mama Witch. You are never late. You are always welcome when you get here. Look who's here. It's our beautiful Vivian, and I am so happy. Good morning, Vivian. Welcome in. Welcome in. Ricky said she was today years old when she learned that. Yes, it's not a thing in the United States. We don't have Christmas curtains. We are lucky to get to get any curtain down and get it washed and put back up, usually on the same day, because most people don't have changes of curtains around. Some do. Some change them based on the season. Most don't. So yeah, it's not something we do. And I know a lot of people around the United States put lights up and take them down. I know some people, especially in my area, Once they put them up, they stay up. They just turn off or on, or with these new LED technologies, they change the color of the lights on an app on their phone. Jeremy says that his mom does Christmas curtains. Jeremy, send me a picture, please. Please. That is such a huge thing in Denmark, according to Ricky. Okay. Again, different things around the globe. And I think, Ricky, was it you that was talking about the protein shake that you have access to? You might have been mentioning it in... Why is my brain giving me such a brain fart? VJ's live yesterday, because we were talking about protein drinks in her live. And oh, that was Rita. Okay, see, I can't keep up with my chat, and my chat is slow. Other chats, I do well to, I see the conversation, but I don't always know who said what. I am bad at that. So I am always grateful. Wait a minute. Stop decorating after my child left home. Fair enough. My kids are still here. And yeah, I have a visceral allergy to a lot of the latex materials that go on trees, so I just don't touch them. Ricky, it's hard. It's hard. So one year I thought I was going to be a good mommy. And I put up a tree. I think my daughter was 8. And I put the tree up, did all the decorations. I took every precaution I could. I kid you not, I was the funniest looking thing. I should have taken a picture. I had the long nitrile gloves that you put on, and I put a hoodie on top of that, had it pulled over my head so that any loose things didn't fall into my hair. And I got as dressed as one could. Everything that I could possibly think was going to touch this tree covered up, except my face. And I put the tree up. My daughter comes down the next morning, and I'm literally puffed up from an allergic reaction to the paint that's on the tree. And I look like a mess. I look like a pure mess. The tree was pretty. And at that moment, she looked at me with the most beautiful, sincere face and said, "Mom, please don't ever do that again. You look crazy." And I had to take Benadryl for like 3 days to get this allergic reaction to stop. So yeah, we decided a tree wasn't appropriate for us. Of course, most of my daycare kids are toddlers at any one point. So yeah, they didn't miss not having a tree. They had trees at their homes. And I had a family a few years later who said, "You need a tree." I said, "Then you need to put it up." I'm joking, thinking she's not going to do that. The next day, she and her husband and her kids came over and they put the tree up in my house. My daughter said, "If you put it up, I'll take it down and she doesn't have to touch it." And that had become the tradition. My daughter would put the tree up. My son loved it. And eventually he was like, "Yeah, we don't need a tree." By that point, he was in high school. Wait a minute. Excuse me. Jeremy said, "I have heard they are brutal. They are brutal, and most people find out at the most inopportune moment, either during a medical emergency or, you can guess, I was the second when it wasn't a medical emergency, but it became one. That's how you know you're grown, because I had to have that conversation in the emergency room. It wasn't fun. It was quite embarrassing. And Mama Winch's sister has an allergy to latex. It's not fun. It's not fun. Even when I go to pick up medication, excuse me, if I go to a pharmacy where they're not familiar with me and they don't read the information on my chart before they give my medication, if I'm picking up multiple, sometimes it's bundled with a rubber band around it, and I have to pull my hands back and go, "Please remove the rubber band before you hand that to me." And they're like, "It's just a rubber band. I'm just allergic." So I try not to be that person, but I have to, do what I have to protect myself. And a lot of times nowadays, I have to remind myself to tell families in an interview, if you're going to send a pacifier, make sure that it's a silicone based pacifier because I can't come in contact with the latex. Yeah, fun times. Fun times. A friend of mine said that a friend of mine had that allergy too. Her skin almost peel off. It burns. It's not easy. Thank you, Granny D. This is one of Juan's very early patterns. Please don't ask me which. I don't remember. I really don't. I wish I could. And Ricky is the opposite. Her skin cannot handle silicone. I am fortunate enough that silicone is not an issue for me. However, latex is no joke. And what's worse is I'm allergic to a whole battery of antibiotics. So that's fun too. I am I love when I get a new doctor and they're like, "What aren't you allergic to?" And I'm like, "It's only four things. Everything else is an allergy." And then we laugh because there's a lot of things I'm not allergic to, but I'm allergic to families of medication. And Ricky says, "It's a struggle." It is. It's not fun and it's not easy, but we get through. It's also super fun that I happen to love crochet and am allergic to wool. And it's too far away. Mama Winch, I have to send you a messenger message later today to show you the shrug because it is done and it is hidden. And right now, I don't know if my daughter is here or not because, of course, I'm in my little bat cave and nobody is coming in because there's a sign on my door that says I'm live, don't come in. And BB is allergic to wool as well. It's cute. And it didn't really take nearly as much yarn, so I'm thinking about maybe making a beanie to go with it as a compliment to it. I will send those pictures right along. So Jeremy says both my mom and dad are allergic to morphine. So that's fun because they get the good stuff. I am allergic to Demerol, as if I don't need another thing to be allergic to. And I found that out because I have migraines, like you, Jeremy. And they kept giving me Demerol, and I kept having major psychiatric reactions. Like I walked 19 miles from the hospital home because I couldn't ride public transportation to get home safely. So I walked. I was exhausted. It was fun. And it was raining. So that made it even more fun. I was in a lot better shape then than I am now. So forgive my constant down look, but I'm making sure that I don't mess up too much. One thing I love about this particular blanket, my stitch is one that you can fudge along if you mess up. That's dangerous. It wasn't the best for me because I wasn't in a good mental health state. Well, Jessica, thank you for stopping by. Oh, you are the sweetest. Thank you. I love you, my darling. And I am terribly sorry I won't get to see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is haircut day for the boys. So, yeah, my Sunday is tied up. Rather sad, actually. But the man is as old as he is, and haircut is a routine that we don't skip. So, unfortunately, I don't get to hang out, but I know a time will be had. So, have some fun today. And who's cooking for Christmas? Because I am not. I never cook for Christmas. It used to be a big tradition to cook for Christmas, and I got away from it, and I'm glad I did. I'll see you around, darling. I love you. So, my kids don't mind that I don't cook for Christmas. I'm grateful for that. They are welcome to cook if they like. That's the benefit of adult children. But I do bake cookies. And once we finish live, I am going to muster up the courage to go to a store and grab all the supplies I need to bake the cookies, because I have cookies to bake for my daycare families and a couple of friends I want to make those for. Next Saturday in the evening, I'm going to go do puzzles with a very, very dear friend and her family. And Mama Winch says that she will be doing some baking once she gets to Florida. I bet you will. Uh, Now, see, I want to see family pictures once you get to Florida. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I heard you right the other day that you're leaving out tomorrow. So please, traveling mercies to you. Be safe and be careful on your journey. And to answer your question, Jeremy, I don't think so yet. It will probably arrive today. I usually get an email when things arrive, and I don't think I've seen an email for that yet, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. And BB said, how cold is it where I'm at? It's in the 20s in New York. Oh, yuck. Let me see. It is currently, and Mama Winch is leaving out tomorrow at noon. It is currently 40 degrees. The high today is 46, and it feels like it's 36. So yeah, there's that. But it's also raining. And my son is being a very kind person, because ordinarily if it's raining, I will drive him to work, but I'm here with you. So I'd rather be doing this than being in the rain. Truth be told. But he's a grown man. He can handle it. He has everything he needs. And Mama Winch said that it is 54 degrees outside currently. Is it dry though? Because if it's not raining, you're winning. Not just temperature wise, but on all fronts. And what does it feel like in Chicago? Because that's where Miss Glow is. And her weather has been pretty yucky there. So if she's still here, I'd love to know what the weather is like there. I do know she's going to pop off early because, of course, the plan is she is going to go live when I'm done. BB, I'm jealous too. But hey, I would just like to hang out with Mama Winch for a little while. And Jeremy says, yeah, behind a I am rain behind. Oh, rain blind because of stigmatism. I understand that too. I have a very small stigmatism and a very, very tiny cataracts in the left eye. 33 here with rain falling. Ooh, yuck. Mama Winch says it'll rain after 3 p.m. and then the rain tomorrow morning. Hopefully it stops raining before you head out. That would be best. I don't like this weather. It is not good for my mental health. It is not good for my health. Kimberly says it's 40, but the temp feels like 29 degrees. Gross. Gross. I wish we could all just pack up the sun and bring it to our respective places so that it kept us sunny and warm. Not too hot, because again, I don't like to be hot. I'm a spring baby. Yes, folks, if you would please hit the thumbs up while you're looking at your phones. If for some of you that means you have to close out the chat for just a second, I promise I will post anything you might miss. And for others, just double tap your screen. I don't know how it appears on your device. If you're watching on the television, and I don't blame you if you are, please use your remote to do all the things and go ahead and leave a thumbie there as well. Oh, And what did Ricky say? She had 32 and frost, raining here during the day, and now the temperature is dropping again. Ricky, what time is it there? Because it is currently 10:29 a.m. here. So I would love to know what the time is there. I know you're a lot further ahead in the time continuum. Oh, and I was looking. Okay, it's 5:30. Okay, very nice. Very nice. So your day is pretty much wrapped up and you were cozying in for the evening. I will be tethering myself after I finish going grocery shopping to clean my room. Because no matter how much I clean, I managed to destroy this room in 3.3 seconds flat. I am not a domestic. I was once, I gave it up. Vivian has 31 and sunny in the NYC. I'm sending you love. And time system. I missed something. Oh, wait a minute. Here, let me go up. And then I'll be right back at you. You know, I see you, Louise. I love you. These are the best. I learned so much about your measurements. Yes, yes. We are very, very different. Louise said, good evening. It's 6 degrees, basically 45 degrees in the UK, and it's raining. It's raining here, and we did not invite the rain. I am so glad everyone is getting something out of our gatherings. I get a lot out of the gatherings. I feel the love. That's exciting for me. So I am also going to be bugging another content creator, and that is Flossom Creations. Good morning, Denisha. Welcome in. I love you. Glad you made it. But Flossom Creation has plans to go live today. She is going to be working on a holiday hat. And I am going to grab some yarn and crochet along as soon as she pops in. So there is that. Denisha, what is on your hook and what is in your cup? Share, share, share. Let us all know. Jeremy still has not come over and brought me any coffee, but he is sending me yarn. So I'm looking forward to that. And Denisha, the dishes are still waiting. Why do you neglect me so? I feel so unloved. Water and Grinches. I have seen a picture of her Grinch. It is cute. Her grandchildren will be very, very lucky people. And I wanted to run something by you guys and see what your thoughts were. BB is laughing at me. We get to spend an hour once a week together. Would you guys be interested if maybe like on a Tuesday or a Wednesday, I sent out a list of items to gather, and then on that Saturday we do a surprise activity? Maybe we'll do a crochet along and make a dishcloth or a coaster that you guys could repeat, and then have a set of coasters or something fun like that during our Saturday hangout session. Let me know what you think in the comments. I would love to know your thoughts. Hello, my beautiful Lana. How are you? Lurking and crocheting. Well, please continue. I love having you. And Denisha said she didn't get home until 4 a.m. Wow. Gee, that's hard. I'm glad you're up because I would be asleep. Michelle would not be a part of my life at that moment. And Louise says she's having some coffee and working on a shawl. I love a good shawl. Kimberly says my idea sounds fun. BB is in. And Ricky is giving Lana a little bit of love. I love that for us. Yes, a Saturday crochet along would be great. Well, I haven't fleshed out all the ideas. It was something I was thinking about this morning because part of my video routine is to crochet and be your crochet buddy. But I thought, wouldn't it be fun if we could do it live? Good morning, Margaret. Hi, Michelle. Just got back from the post office run. So, what'd you bring us? What did you get us? I want to know. So, I still have to go to the post office at some point today. I think. I'm not 100% sure. Well, I kind of need to go because I probably need to pay for the next 6 months. But we'll see. And if I go, yes, I will be stopping at the ice cream place because why not? Everybody's saying hi to Margaret. I love our community and our love for each other. That really, really makes me smile. Mama Winch is saying 20, hope it was an easy run. See, that's the only kind of running I do. I do not actually run. It will never happen. Ooh. So what did you send me, Margaret? Let me know. You can tell me. It's okay. I don't like surprises. I am on the red part. I love the red on this blanket. This colorway works up so nicely. And of course, it's just the red heart bitty stripes in Sunset Beach. But it is such a pretty colorway. But I will admit freely, and I was kind of disappointed about this, it itches. I know there are people who love red heart. I'm in that camp. And there are people who detest red heart. I am not one of those. But I was rather sad because this itches. Now I know once I wash it, it will wash up beautifully. Mama Winch, I love the yarn I got. See, I got some yarn from her too, Jeremy, and I made a shrug out of it, but it's not close by, so I can't show you, unfortunately. BB is in the do not like red heart camp, and I understand, but it's what I grew up on. It's what I know, what I love. I can afford it at almost any point in my life or in my journey of the year. And BB said, I mean, sorry, not BB, Denisha, when your love spreads everywhere. I run sometimes for the bus. That's it. I don't run for the bus. Bye bus. There'll be another because I'm never out late, so that never happens. But I also never have to catch public transportation. I'm blessed. I know I'm blessed. And Ricky said, you got some yarn in your window. Oh, Ricky, that was so sweet. Okay, it took me a second for my brain to catch up with what that actually said. Sometimes I'm slow. I told you guys, I've had my coffee. I probably need to drink more of my Diet Coke because, yeah, brain. That's good. I don't often do Diet Coke, but I need it. Mama Winch says, wait a minute, I lost it. That's why I have my own vehicle with a brand new window decal. I saw that. I am still waiting on Bestie to send me my sign. I'm excited about it. Gone are the stormtroopers, replaced with yarn heart and crochet hooks. Yes. And it's cute. I know, Denisha. But, everyone's entitled to their opinion. We love everybody and their opinions here. And I love people who love wool, but I can't touch it. There are some beautiful things made with wool. Just can't do it. I will find a workaround. As I shared, one of my content creator friends in my head is Tony Lipsy, and she has 2 different yarn products out. Both of them are wool based, and I can't play with either one of them, but I love some of those colors. Jeremy says, like red heart, but it's not his go-to. Honestly, it's not necessarily my go-to. It's my second. My first go-to is gonna be the Karen 1 pound. But again, that's because I like to make big things and big products, and I'm a blanket girly. I admit it. I like that commitment of making those things. So of course, if I'm gonna make something that big, I want a quantity where I'm not constantly tying in a new one. And BB says Arcane Fibers has beautiful yarn, but it's wool, and she's allergic. I forgot who I was talking to about. Oh, I was talking to Jess about Arcane Fibers, and yeah, they are gorgeous, gorgeous colors. But if it's gonna be wool, it's gonna be a no. Jeremy's favorite acrylic is Hirschner's worsted. Yes. Good morning, Dottie. Welcome in. Welcome in. I love you for being here. What you sipping on? What you whipping on, my darling? And Mama Winch's go-to is Premier. Now a fan. I'm assuming that means not a fan of. Yeah, it is not a fan of Red Heart. Jeremy, that is a great question. What is your go-to yarn? And Denisha has a ridiculous amount of Red Heart yarn. Define ridiculous, because these days ridiculous varies from person to person. Ridiculous for me is when you had to pay for a storage unit to add on. Not telling on, but you know. Big twist and love this yarn. And she loves this. She loves the I love this cotton. Dottie is making a poncho. Woo! I want to see some pictures. And of course, Kimberly is saying hi to Dottie. And Ricky is saying ridiculous, as in ridiculous. But ridiculous amount for me is rustache. No, that's obsessive bordering on yarn stalkery. That's where he's at. He's at the beyond I'm in a romantic relationship and more into I'm a stalker for yarn. And that's exactly what he is. And a ridiculous enabler because he's always telling us, and I'm always wanting to buy. My go-to yarn is either Big Twist or I love this yarn. Which one is on sale? That would be me. I agree on the which one is on sale. And Louise is Stylecraft, Special DK, or Yarnsmith Create. I haven't tried Yarnsmith's Create, but Stylecraft is delicious. Such a good yarn. And Ricky is laughing. You know it's true. He is. How can you be an enabler and yet you buy all the yarn? When you're on a first name basis with the people who make the yarn or who sell it, particularly Hirschner's, wow. And then I forgot the other company that he buys from. Well, he buys from a lot of different places, but I want to say it's like Columbia or something. And they know him. Like, well, I guess you would know him if he bought as much as he buys, and he buys by the pallet. See, baby, this is why I love you. And Denisha says, I have a lot of Red Heart in my stash, and we are in a serious relationship till death do us part. Yes. Yes. Now, Margaret is Big Twist and Premier. I'm there. And of course, Ice Yarns is, yeah, but I've never bought. I own some ice yarn because of Juan, but I've never bought any ice yarn. And Lana loves Premier. And oh, yes, ice. Oh, yeah. Ricky's preferred yarn besides the States is yarn art from Lithuania. I have some yarn art and I love it. I love it. Jeremy is correct. Russ is an enabler and a hoarder of good and a very giving person. He really is. I just don't know how. I don't either. But I'm happy that he can. I'm happy that he's as generous as he is, and that he is as blessed as he is. He is blessed and he is a blessing. That is a great thing to say. And it's a great thing to be. So, how did we get this far in the time? We only have a little more than 15 minutes left. What did you guys do with the time? I think you gave it away without me knowing. And Mama Winch says, Jeremy thinks his CEO Tippy keeps him. Tippy's a bit of an enabler too, for the record. And Ricky says, want to try Big Twist, but can only get it from Amazon at the moment. And I know if you're buying it on Amazon, it's unreasonably expensive. Denisha said, I never bought ice yarn. I've had some I've worn and it was okay. You know what? Different ones of the ice yarns make a difference as to whether or not they're great or okay. Time do fly. And you know what, Margaret? As much as I have anxiety about doing this, I sincerely love the time I get to spend with you guys. It makes my Saturday. It really does. Oh, we snuck the time out back to Ricky. I love you. Denisha, I don't have that many days in my life left to see all the yarn that Russ has. Because even while we're looking at the yarn, he'll be ordering more yarn. We know this is true. Yes, Tippy has her paw on things. Yes, I Ricky is a riot. That's why we love her. That is exactly why we love her. So, what is on the activity schedule for this upcoming week, folks? I have 5 more days of work for the year, and then I get a break. No crying, no fussing, no diapers. Oh no, not said about the diapers. As I think about it, that looked like I was going to miss diapers. I am not, but I am going to miss my boys. They will be off from my last day with them is the 20th, and I won't see them again until January 2nd. Jeremy says, Christmas presents. I have a few things to wrap up for gifts, and that's it. I am done. I don't think my son is going to like me very much because I really haven't thought a lot about what to get him. It'll probably be more comic related drawing items. And I think it's time for him to get new pencils. So he's a hard person to shop for. My daughter is worse, but I think I will buy her things for yoga, and that will make her happy. And for me, I don't know. Maybe some yarn. Finishing the renovation, then she plans to drive to family and friends. Nuts? Okay, I'm confused. That's not hard, Ricky. You know I'm easily confused. It does sound fun. Especially the finishing of the renovation. I'm that weirdo that likes those kind of things. I get steep deep in activity and get lost. Oh, crazy. Yeah. I am almost done with gifts for my dad and brothers. I want to make something for YouTube friends, but probably won't go out until after the holidays. Gifts are gifts. They are always appreciated, and anything from your hands is going to be exciting. Does he have the pencil set from TikTok that looks like a great set? I don't really look at TikTok, so I don't know what that is. Jeremy, send me a link. But 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a no. I have a shawl about. Ooh. BB, you have my email address. Send. Right? I want pictures, BB. And Kimberly will be working in the salon a lot this week, getting everybody ready for the holidays. Girl, the talent in your hands. I am going to be either rocking the ponytail or a scarf because, yeah, I'm not doing a lot of work on my hair. And bless my hairstylist, she is amazing, but I haven't been in her chair in quite a while. I need to get back there, but when do I have time? And when does she have time to fit me in? Her birthday is coming. So she will be enjoying some well deserved time off. The blessing is she is a very, very wonderful person, and I get to talk to her outside of her professional experience. And she trusts me to do my own hair. I don't know why. Because she knows I'm not going to do anything to put it in a bun. And BB was saying thanks to Denisha. Yes. Oh, so what are we doing for the rest of the day? I know we are going over to Miss Glow's next. And then, of course, we have our Jaxie who will be going live. Um, what did you say? I'm sorry, Kimberly. Yes, make everyone else beautiful and okay. My hairstylist has locks and they always look great. She does a really beautiful job with styling them, but I assume they're easier than actually having to do all the steps in order to make her hair in a more traditional fashion look great. But her locks always look amazing. BB. Um, that's a question better asked to somebody other than me. I have only worked with a size six yarn once or twice, and I was making a blanket. That, yeah, it was a blanket. And I would say yes, you could because you can make anything with a hat and a scarf. Just sent me a link. Okay, I will look on my phone in a moment. Yeah, I thought so. I wasn't 100% sure, and I don't like to say yes if I don't know 100% for sure. But everybody else says yes, and it'll work up fast. So that's a bonus. You'll get it done quickly. So I would say go to YouTube University, type in the size weight of the yarn, and see if there's some fun patterns that pique your interest. And Lana is also in agreement. Yes, BB, you can. Lana, are there some tutorials that you would recommend taking a look at with patterns that would make that yarn pop? Or, moreover, BB, do you have ideas of what you'd like to make that look like? Oh, and of course, my light is in the way. There we go. We have 7 minutes. I'm sorry I shook you. Now you're wiggling. You're doing this. Sorry. Oh, and BB says thank you. So I can tell I have spent my time with this yarn because my face is starting to itch. I love this yarn, but it does not love me. BB says that she doesn't have any ideas, but was thinking about it yesterday. I have some yarn. And I'm guilty of doing this with every project that I buy yarn specifically for. I overbuy. So I have some leftover yarn from a poncho that I made a couple of years ago. And I want to say I think it's a 6, but it's definitely not yarn that I would make a hat out of. I bought some complimentary yarn to make a hat out of. Not because you can't do it with a 6, but because this yarn would not have made a cute hat. And hi, Kendall. Welcome in. We are about 6 minutes from being done, but I'm so glad you popped in. Folks, if any of you forgot to do it, please do me a favor and hit the thumbs up button while we're still here. And Of course, Denisha said, wait a minute, BB Crochet Crowd has some great chunky head and scarf patterns. I'm not surprised. Mikey is really good with those types of things, and he's been around a minute, so we trust him. Excuse me. So Kendall, and I forgot to hit the block so that I couldn't receive calls. I apologize, folks. I wish my hands could handle chunky yarns. The only chunky ones I can work with are faux fur. I understand. Again, it's allergies. They will destroy all the fun in working with all the fibers. But we pick our zones and we are in those zones. So, oh, I'm sorry, folks. I want to get to the end of this road before we're done. And I got a little bit to go. Faux fur does make a quite cozy blanket, especially on very, very cold nights. And BB said, thanks, Denisha. I'll try that. I do like his patterns. Yes. Lana is using faux fur for the top of her stockings. I bet they are cute. Now, Lana, are you knitting or are you crocheting those stockings? Right. See, Ricky said the same thing that my brain was thinking, that she'd love to see those. Yes. Guys, I would love to see your work. So please, if you're a part of my Facebook group, post them there so we can all take a look. And if you're not a part of my Facebook group, then by all means, join us. We'd love to have you. BB, I have a go-to scarf of his that I've made many, many times. I bet. I have used different tinting techniques for chunky yarn. Okay. I'm trying to make, or your hand will cramp up. You'll see that in some of my videos this week and all next week, that my hands are cramping up a lot lately. And that's just because carpal tunnel doesn't play with me. It's mean. I have no idea what I'm doing though. Crochet. Listen, we're all just trying to figure it out with fiber. And it usually turns out pretty stinking amazing. Thank you, Ricky. They are some of the best products. My first blanket, I didn't have a book. I had a hook and some yarn, and it was a blob. But my son liked it, and it gave me the incentive to want to learn more. So yeah, sometimes the biggest so-called mess becomes the sweetest thing, and it's a great memory for you and the person that receives it. Though my son does not remember that blanket. The funny part is now he's my mom. Can you make another blanket? Mom, can I have a blanket in this or that? Or yeah. I will not tell him that I can make a Spider-Man blanket because I won't. After that, he'll want one for every Marvel character. So, folks, we have 2 minutes, and I am going to cut out a couple of minutes early. I want to say thank each and every one of you for being with us today. Thank you for hanging out with me and spending time. I love you. I thank you for it. But most of all, guys, have some fun today, please. And I will see you in the YouTube streets. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.